The Young and the Restless spoilers. Sharon pivots to framing Phyllis, makes Daniel's mama look guilty of Heather takedown. Diane's Los Angeles return, surprise advertisement for Jack and Kyle. Greetings to all Young and the Restless fans. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Sharon Newman will feel cornered during the week of November 4 to 8. Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford, plan to get Sharon to crack may boomerang on her if she's not careful. After Phyllis drops hints about having evidence, it'll terrify Sharon enough to consider getting a restraining order against her. Nick Newman will work to talk Sharon out of it and suggest she'd look like she was giving credence to Phyllis' claims. Of course, Sharon also knows she'd be the high suspect if Phyllis turned up departed. The last thing Sharon needs is another body to get relief of and any further fritters refocused at her. As a result, Sharon may have to consider other options when it comes to handling Phyllis. A restraining order or a fatal plot are still possibilities then, but we should also consider a new strategy that would turn the case upside down. Since Phyllis is so determined to prove Sharon wiped Heather Stevens off the chart and framed Daniel Romalotti Jr. for it, what if Sharon flips this around on her? Sharon might settle on a new frame-up victim and make Phyllis look like the shamefaced party rather. Maybe Sharon could view it as a way to palliate some of the guilt she's feeling over trying to shoot Lucy Romalotti's pater to captivity. Sharon wouldn't feel nearly as bad about putting Phyllis behind bars and might tell herself that Phyllis belongs there anyway. After all, Phyllis faked her demise and framed Diane Jenkins Abbott for taking her out. Young and the Restless suckers will also recall that Phyllis is responsible for burying Jeremy Stark and disposing of his body. Phyllis managed to avoid a lengthy stint in captivity, but Sharon might hope she wouldn't be so lucky this time around. Sharon might plant more proof that eventually leads the Bobbies to believe Phyllis could be shamefaced. Since the murder armament appears to be an octopus bookend, that's odd and could play a significant part in the story. Sharon might get updates on that information and run with it. Was there a reason why Young and the Restless went with an octopus rather of literally any other bookend theme? Phyllis lately told Lucy the story of how she put an octopus in Christine Blair's bed formerly upon a time. Maybe that could give Sharon the idea to pivot and make Phyllis the top suspect rather. Perhaps Sharon could ever make it look like Phyllis fought with Heather and framed Daniel for reasons the police would have to figure out. Sharon might not watch too important about motives as long as new substantiation points at Phyllis and muddies the waters of this case. In other words, anything that gets Phyllis off her reverse could be a good thing in Sharon's eyes. However, that might work out well on Sharon's end, at least for a while. If Sharon can put the heat on Phyllis and keep her busy fighting off the bodies, the Young and the Restless spoilers say Sharon's story will bring further surprises, so we'll pass along prognostications on all the stunning news to come. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Diane's Los Angeles return, surprise advertisement for Jack and Kyle. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Diane Jenkins Abbott could decide to make a bold move. Although all signs point to Diane and Jack Abbott's marriage destruction being a fake estual, effects could take a veritably real turn. It's easy to see that this whole mess is hurting Diane to the core. Diane's bravado is part of the act and is helping to vend this scheme, but her expressions show a broken woman under the face. Jack has been pushing the idea of a dissolution and lately suggested that Diane should leave city. Kyle Abbott indeed chimed in with the idea of Diane continuing her old life as Taylor Jensen, which is the name she used when she was living in Los Angeles. Our Young and the Restless prognostications point to Jack and Diane carrying out a facade, but Diane may still take those suggestions to heart in the end. At some point, Diane might make a surprise advertisement about her Los Angeles return. Also again, Diane might just put it in a farewell note and argue that this is what's stylish for everyone. It could leave Jack frantic to stop Diane and could potentially force him to expose the scheme. Jack's love life had been a disaster for times until he reunited with Diane. The show eventually gave Jack the eventuality for a long-lasting love with a woman who truly wanted him, so it's tough to believe they want to throw all that down now. Jack may ultimately have to drop all this gibberish and fight for his future with Diane. Duping Kyle and Victor Newman may come less important than Jack stopping Diane from leaving Geno City. Jack might indeed have to follow Diane to LA and supplicate her to come home. Diane's haggling with a lot of tough feelings that could leave her at a low point, so Jack may have some work to do when it comes to undoing all the damage. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Diane and Jack's relationship will come with some curveballs in the coming occurrences, so stick with us for updates on all the shocking news ahead. Thanks for watching these videos. Please hit the subscribe button for more updated news.